Prepare for battle. First blood. Double kill. Holy shit. Ultra kill. Dominating. Humiliation. Headshot. Unstoppable.
Hey guys, Shadolance back again for another review. I have to apologize for how short this one's going to be. I know I've been putting out the longer ones recently. I've gotten back to that, but I have to put out a shorter review this time. Although I'm not too concerned about it because this is going to be one of the first reviews that I upload a second review of. This is going to be my second UMP45 review. If you guys have been around with my channel for a long time, you will know that this is also the very first review I ever did. The UMP45 was my very first review. It's been up for a couple of years now, obviously. I put it up around the time that Backstar had been around for about a year at that point. So, I mean, he's the one that really inspired me to do this, and honestly, the review is kind of outdated. It was before I was really experienced with doing reviews, and everything up until the FRF2 kind of applies to that inexperienced Shadolance category where I just wasn't really particularly familiar with the game, and I was just trying to put out a video because I thought Backstar was cool, and that was literally my only reason. So, I am now I'm doing a second review of everything up until the FRF2. I'm not going to take down the originals just for a nostalgia factor. However, I am going to go ahead and knock off some of the ones that I have recently decided I would do a second review on. The UMP45 I figured should be the first of the secondary reviews because it was the very first review I ever did. So, getting into the actual review now. Sorry about how long that took. I'm going to go with the stats right off the bat. Damage of 38, portability of 75, rate of fire of 79, accuracy of 67, and recoil of 63. Now right off the bat, you guys should have two immediate reactions. One, that's a lot of damage for an SMG. That's like an assault rifle. And you're right, this gun has pretty low damage drop-off. It's not exactly stellarly low, if that makes any sense, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's actually pretty good. And the damage being a base of 38, close range, and a very low well, the recoil isn't particularly like low. It's kind of high, especially when in scope, but it's actually a really usable gun. I mean, the damage is super high. That's why this gun's popular. The spread is very low. It's not as low as the P90, but this gun and the P90 are often interchanged. It's a very accurate gun, and it has that built-in eye-tech scope, so it saves you some money every time you want to go shopping for a new scope, so that's useful. This is one of the few SMGs that there is not an NX Rare of right now. There's no NX Rare or Epic of it, and I really hope they release one soon, because this gun could badly use it. Now, the other thing you guys should be saying right off the bat, besides the fact that this gun has a ton of damage, is the fact that, wow, these stats besides the damage are absolutely horrible. Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, the ammo capacity is 35 of 105. It was the very first SMG to not have a standard clip size for standard guns. I mean, I'm not including the PP19 because that was intended to have a lot more capacity, if you guys know what I mean. But the UMP45, most standard SMGs at that point, besides the P90 and PP19, had 30 of 90, just like the standard assault rifle. This is one of the first to have 35 of 105, if not the first. I'm pretty sure it was one of the early guns to have that. So the extra 5 shots really help when spraying out of scope. You really shouldn't be spraying this in scope past the 10 shot point because the recoil starts kicking in. The recoil pattern is actually quite difficult to deal with because it's kind of a V pattern. It can be very difficult to use. This is one of the most popular weapons used in Modern Warfare, and there's a reason. It's because it's actually really good in Modern Warfare, but it performs the exact same way. So if you guys are Call of Duty players, this gun will make you feel right at home, although it's a little bit better than the one in Call of Duty. I am also going to open up the UMP stats, the regular UMP stats. You guys give me a moment here. Now let's open this up. No, let's not open it up like this. Let's open it up in a new tab. Google Chrome, you need to hurry up. There we go. Also, you can forge the UMP, the basic GP one, to get the Thompson. I almost forgot to mention that. Although I'm not going to go over stats for that. I'll do a different review for that at some point. That's something I should put on my list. I should do that review. Anyway, UMP, damage of 37, portability 75. Rate of fire 79, accuracy of 67, and recoil of 63. So in comparison to the UMP45, the only things that are different are the damage goes up by 1 point. The, let's see. Those are the same. Those are the same. And everything else is the same except the damage goes up by 1 point. The nice thing about the UMP, although it doesn't have the scope that the 45 has, and it doesn't have that extra point of damage, you can actually put on an ACOG scope, and tapping with the gun is not actually that difficult because this gun behaves more like an assault rifle than an SMG. It's easy to tap with this gun, and close range it still has the high rate of fire, so In some instances, it performs more like an assault rifle, and sometimes that's actually useful. On maps like Sector 25 and Vertigo, that is an absolutely amazing thing to have. You have the high damage, and then you also have that high rate of fire to help you out. Not saying the rate of fire is exactly stellar, being below 80 on both variants, that can be kind of annoying. Now what is nice though, is that customized you can put both a magazine and a suppressor on both of these guns. So you can get yourself a whopping 50 shots in your UMP. That's a lot of shots in a UMP. So that's a lot of high damage shots you can be pouring out, so you can cover a hallway. And so with the lower rate of fire like a machine gun, you can really cover that hallway well, and you can keep up that long rate of fire on maps like Dredge. And it's just super useful. So, and obviously with the regular UMP, you can put on the ACOG scope, which is super nice. If I have to make a recommendation, I suggest doing something to lower the recoil, because the recoil pattern is incredibly obnoxious. So that's what I would suggest for this gun if I really had to suggest one. If you're using it on a longer range map, which is actually quite plausible if you need SMG to use on a longer range map, of course I would normally suggest the P90 first, but this would be the second one I would suggest. Maybe followed by the PP19 mod, not the regular PP19, just the mod. But this is one of the second weapons I would actually recommend unless you're trying to go dual SMGs on a long-range map. This would definitely be one that I would not want to be without. It's an excellent gun to use for that purpose. And if you need a good weapon, this is obviously a great way to go. So, if you guys are looking for a new NX weapon to buy that a lot of people might recommend, this is definitely a good way to go. I would suggest this for almost anyone. And also, just thinking about this on a short fuse, that window right there that I was just standing in front of, that's not actually a window. You can throw grenades and shoot LAWs through that. I just realized that a little while ago. But I figured that out today, actually. I didn't know that until just today. I've seen people throw grenades through it before, but I figured, oh, maybe there's like a small crack in it, or there's a glitch where you could throw a grenade through. Because it definitely looked like a window to me, but apparently all of it is completely open. Which makes me wonder, why can't you just jump down from it then? If you could jump down from that. Or like, that'd be a great thing for Core, to like make it so you can go through that. I don't really play Core a lot, so maybe that's actually possible, but I don't know. I just thought it'd be pretty cool. But anyway, I don't have a lot more to say about the guns. The Thompson's not bad if you guys are thinking about forging it. It's not a terrible gun, but I think you'd be better off forging something else. There are other more useful SMGs out there. I know it has the 50-50 magazine, but so does the P90 and its GP. You don't need to worry about forging it, so just up to you guys. I hope you guys have had a pretty good day. My birthday's coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews on Thanksgiving week, but looks like I'm out of time here. I don't have a lot of updates for today. Thank you guys for watching this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Get your friends to rate, comment, subscribe, and we will see each other in the next review, as I am very sure. Shadolance out.
You know what? Given the intelligence of the people who watch this show, this is probably a good thing to teach. Because my guess is when they're not trying to operate heavy machinery with their butt cheeks, they're probably trying to do something stupid like this. I mean, what else could you possibly teach that would be as stupid as that?
Even you can learn something from a sloth.
Fuck this shit!